we go again. You think by now I'd know better. Locked in my head, romanticizing forever. Last love I found, knees met the ground and all my roses died. Swore I was through, but looking at you, I think I changed my mind. Yeah, let's fall in love for the fun of it. Dive in at first and all of it. Oh, what a rush, looking into your eyes, playing it off like it's different this time. Let's break our own hearts for the fun of it. One look and I'm dying to run the risk. I'll live in your head for the rest of your life. Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? My God, don't we look good together? I should be running away, but so what, whatever. Oh, last love I found, knees met the ground and all my roses died. Swore I was through, but looking at you, I think I changed my mind. Yeah, let's fall in love for the fun of it. Dive in at first and all of it. Oh, what a rush, looking into your eyes, playing it off like it's different this time. Let's break our own hearts for the fun of it. One look and I'm dying to run the risk. I'll live in your head for the rest of your life. Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine? Oh, won't you be my hopeless Valentine?
Hello everyone, it's Cathy Zilski. Welcome back to my channel and my studio and my weekly live stream. Cathy Makes a Card. This is my weekly live. I make a card, it's live, you're in the chat, I'm in my room and I do things and make things, and it's, you know what, a good time is usually had by all. I can't back that up, but I'm pretty sure. So welcome everyone. It's great to have you here. Yes, Barbara Brandt, it is freezing cold in Minnesota, but we're on the upswing. I think we have 1 degree. We have gotten a degree, so it's all looking up. And, well, you know, it's weather. I like winter. I just don't go out into it. So today, I'm very excited to be doing a live today because I have a special promotion with Altenew. Mitzi from Altenew is here today in the chat, along with my moderator, Beth. Hi, Beth. And Mitzi's going to answer questions if you have them. Beth is going to help answer questions if you have them. But I have a very special promotion. Now, I've got a poll running in the chat. I point over there because that's my other computer, and I'll close it at the end, but it's just based on adhesive. What's your go-to adhesive? Because I'm nosy and I don't have any local friends that craft. So nobody cares about this stuff except me. And but today I'm going to show you what our promotion is. I'm really grateful to be working with Altenew. They are offering a gift with purchase. So if you spend over $79 at Altenew, you can get a free pack of their double-sided adhesive sheets. Now, I don't know if you've ever used these. Double-sided adhesive is fantastic for a mess-free, no goopy oozing glue, really strong adhesive for like die cuts of any kind. There is a pack. It has 5 sheets. I think they're 8 1/4 by 11, so it's a big sheet. $10.99 value, and you are going to get it for free. Now, you have to spend $79, and then you can go add it to your cart. I have all the information in my description box, and I also have it over on my blog that gives you the code, so you don't have to remember it right here as I'm talking about it, but I just wanted to point it out because I'm going to use some today that I have in my stash, and I love getting to offer something to you from Altenew. So thank you to Altenew. And that is the promo for today. So let's take a look at the project that I'm going to start creating. Well, I haven't started yet, but okay. So I'm going to do a big old bloom today, and I'm doing this set called Alluring Orchids. One of the reasons I love orchids is because my husband, Dan, for those of you who don't know, he loves orchids. We have 5 of them. I should have taken a picture to show you because we bought this really overpriced table, so he had a place to put his orchids. One of them is alive and well. All the others, not much at all. But you know, he tries so hard. And I just like to say, God love him for that. Anywho, but I do love orchids. And I spent some time looking at pictures. Oh my goodness, different glasses. And I think I've got a plan. I've got a plan for all of you. Now, first things first, I'm going to put this, I'm going to stamp using the stamp wheel, and I'm going to use the Obsidian pigment ink. This is just a fantastic ink. I love this ink, but we're gonna set it with a little heat. And I found something that I really like doing that will help your paper not warp. Okay, that's perfect. There's some new things I'm doing today. I just want you to know. Okay, so let's take out our big bloom. I like big blooms. I cannot lie. Welcome, everyone. It's so good to have you here today on my live. We have people from all over the globe, and I appreciate you all as I gently pull this off. Now, I am terrible at placing because sometimes I've been playing with this thing. Sometimes I feel like I don't quite put it where it needs to be. Like sometimes I might tweak the positioning because it's a big stamp. And if that ever happens, I'm going to show you how I work around it with the stencil. It'll all make sense, but I will take you. I'm going to take my stamp wheel, pop you here, pick up the wheel part, and oh my goodness, it's that live stream thing where all of a sudden your nose starts to run and I don't have a cold. It's just what happens when your adrenaline just like surges through your body. Do you know what I mean? It's okay. Let's flip it and let's get to stamping. All right. There we go. Welcome. It's good to have you here. All right. I was going to wear my hair down today because it is like a beautiful flowing look. But you know, can I tell you I'm just kind of over long hair right now? And I don't know. I know that's not why you're here today, but it's just neither here nor there. All right. We're going to flip the plate. We're going to lock it in and press. Now I will use... Oh, Jennifer's here. Jennifer has no pilots today. Oh, Jennifer, my little buddy. How's my little buddy feeling? I do talk like that to her. I mean, I do it via text and I voice dictate, so she doesn't know that's what it sounds like, but she's got no pilots, and that's great. Okay, one looks really, really good, but you know what? Because I'm extra, I'm going to stamp it one more time. And then I'm going to show you, and it's funny because speaking of Jennifer McGuire, I asked her once a while back, I said, so you love the Obsidian ink and you stamp it down, but do you have to wait for it to dry? She's like, no, I heat set it. So I'm going to heat set it. Now, here's the thing. I know that you can sprinkle on clear embossing powder too, and that works great, but I'm not going to do that because I want to show you. Did I get schmutz? You know what? We're going. I think I got schmutz because it's going to be great. I have a backup. Okay. I do not have time to let it dry today, but I was playing with this over the weekend. And let me tell you, we only have we have one TV. We have one TV. It's in the living room. We don't have multiple TVs, but you know what I have? I have multiple computers, and you know what they do? They let you watch TV. So this weekend, I was playing with this set and having a lot of fun with it while watching stuff on Netflix. Yes, I call Pilates pilots because it's funny. I'm funny like that. Okay, I'm going to put you back here for now. So here's my little trick. It's not like the greatest trick in the world, but it's not bad. I did kind of smear some ink, but you know what? We're going to forge ahead because I have one version that's really clean that I did, and I won't show you that till the end. But these magnets from, I've got so many things stuck to them, from Glassboard Studio. Check this out. All right, I'm going to heat set this with my heat it tool. And we're just going to work our way around. And I'm not too worried about this because this isn't going to melt. The magnets aren't going to melt. But what's happening here is we're heat setting the ink so it doesn't smear. But also we're keeping our paper flat. And this stuff it works. Like it holds them flat. It doesn't really matter, right? Because you're going to stick your stuff down to something and hold it in place. But the magnets, I've been trying to find more uses for them. So that's what we're going to do. We're just heat setting. Jennifer, how long do you heat set for? I never know. I'm just going to do this and gently move. Also, I just like this heat it tool instead of my Wagner heat tool. Even though my Wagner heat tool has a low heat setting, I just know how to use this one. You know what I mean? Andrea, this is a pigment ink. So it is not a dye ink. It has, well, I would assume it has oil in it. And that's why I'm doing this, just to make sure that my ink is set. I think that's probably good. That was probably too long. Okay. Now, this is really funny, and well, I don't know if it's really funny too. I'm glad Jennifer's here because I got a new product from Altenew. They sent me, oh wait, I'll show you. Oh, now they're kind of warm, but not too warm. Let's get our magnets out. Oh, super chat from Stephanie. Come on. Thank you so much, Stephanie. I'll pop that up. Appreciate it. And it's my pleasure. I offer assistance to people in need when they have tech questions. But look at this. This is not very warped. Like it's set. It's good to go. And yeah, I got a little schmutz, but the inks that I'm going to use are going to help to kind of hide that. So this is what I think is funny. I just got is it the 9x12 sticky mat? The ultra sticky mat? Okay. Now, if you've seen Jennifer's videos, hers is like a shade of brown because she does so many good inky techniques and mine is brand new. So I feel pretty good about that. So yeah, I have a brand new mat. They're huge. And I think this is a nice size just in general. And I'm going to just stick it down here. Basically, I'm going to go like this. And I don't know if there's a preferred, is it better to put the nubby side down or the, oh, she got a new one. Well, there you go. But this is what I'm going to do for blending. And I've got this mat, okay? And I also have the coordinating stencils. Let me find those. That would have been helpful. Okay. Stencils. Yes. So the inks that I'm going to use today, I've picked them out. And even though there are many ways you can do an orchid, I also think you have to kind of just say, well, I kind of feel like doing this today. And what I love are pink shades. You know me. The smooth side goes up. Okay. I think so you're saying that you're doing it wrong, that I'm actually doing it right. So I feel pretty good about that. All right, let's get our little rose quartz here in the corner. And I'm going to bring in stencil 1 and I'll show you what I mean by my placement. Sometimes my placements, oh, let's make sure we're at number 1. Yep, are not the best in the world. Like when I put my big stamp down. So give me a second to line up. Oh, I think I did really good this time. Sometimes I focus on the bottom first and just kind of work my way up. But you know what? I'm off a bit on the upper one. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll hold this in place. I'm going to grab a little of this tape just so we don't shift. And I'm going to mask off the top. See, Stephanie, this is a huge stamp, which is one of the things that's really cool about it. But this one, I never seem to be able to get it perfectly lined up at top because I think I stretched my stamp when I took it off. So if you ever struggle with lining up your stencil, don't be afraid to just do parts of it at different times. Do you know what I mean? It's fine if you do that because that's what I'm going to do. And I'm only going to use a little Post-it tape or Post-it notes here to mask off edges. It doesn't really matter because I am going to be die cutting this, but you know me, I'm a bit of an over-adheser. And I'm proud of that. Okay, I have a bunch of brushes pulled today. I just stuck them all in this little guy here so they wouldn't go flying. And I'm gonna start with rose quartz. So there's gonna be a lot of blending today, okay? A lot of blending. But yeah, if you have to move your stencil just to get it perfectly lined up, go for it. Because no one's gonna, there's no stencil police. They're not gonna be coming at you and saying, Cathy, You can't do that. No, I can do that. I can and I will. So I'm bringing this all in with the first color. I love this color too. I have been using this color combo, the rose quartz, puffy heart, and purple wine. Kind of been on a bit of a kick with this. And that's actually what happens to me sometimes when I get a new set of inks, and I am newer to the Alta New inks this year. I bought a bunch of them in the beginning, and I think they started noticing, Cathy's getting a lot of our inks. Maybe she'd like to play with some stamps. So, but I love these three colors together. I think they are just beautiful. And see, my ink is not smearing because it's totally heat set. So I feel smart right now, which is good. See, crafting, it relaxes you, but it also can make you feel smart, and that's not the worst thing. You know what I mean? It's not the worst thing. So we've got our first layer down, and then I'm going to move my stencil to do the upper. One of the things that's cool about the big mat is you can stick your pad on it, and it will help to hold things in place. And I like that too. Oh, let's get the pad. And there was our first ope. I wish I had like a counter on my live stream, like an automatic thing that would pop up every time I say ope, because I did not say ope growing up. I said oops or whoops. Then I moved here, and it's all about the ope. Okay, I'm going to pick you guys up, and I'm going to do the upper stencil. Come here now. Look how pretty that looks, though. Isn't that nice? It's such a soft, pretty, beautiful color. And that I didn't want to go there, so hold on a second. Getting a little carried away with my tapes. Let's just put that on there. And let's bring this right up and just do this one. So this way, if you have an issue at all lining anything up, just move it, get it back into place, throw down a tape or two. You don't have to tape as much as I do. It's not just the over-adheser in me, but also I feel like I sometimes have a low wrist grip ability. It's just having bad wrists. And I can't just hold with my hand. I always have to use a little tape. And that is fine. Oh, there you go. So there's going to be a lot of blending that happens today. And here's a fun story. I think I mentioned that my son, my youngest child, is now working full time. I'm so happy for him. And he's not here during the day. And it's weird because I just kind of have the house to myself, which is great when you do stuff like this for a living and when you have to record audio and video. But it's just been so nice. Oh, yeah. And my husband went back to school today because Minnesota closed schools yesterday because it was so cold. Also, spray alcohol. Oh, no, don't get it on there. I'm pointing the wrong way. There we go. Cathy. And he was home the last 2 days. And that was also, yeah, that was fine. It wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't the worst. Okay, we're going to bring in number 2. And let's move on. Cute grandkitty, Alana, he is at his mama's house today, but he is coming. Okay, I'm going to line up stencil 2. And again, I'm going to focus on the bottom here before taping everything down. Franklin is coming on Friday to stay for the weekend because my daughter has a trip. And yeah, I'm going to do that and worry about the other. So we get to have him. Hopefully he will be, and I say this with love, hopefully he'll be less annoying. He was really nocturnal the last time he was here. And it was not as fun as it usually is. He was really busy. He jumped on my husband's dresser, which is really hard to get to. And I heard this giant crash and I'm like, oh, Franklin. Okay. I'm going to actually get my second color out here. This is the puffy heart. Now, am I lined up good? Right there and there. Yes. I'm going to put a Post-it down. Jennifer suggests just use my magnets on the mat. Oh, I saw Jennifer instead of the tape. Oh, okay. Well, I thought you were telling other people. I saw the comment come up. See, this is what happens. Okay, let's do the magnets. Ooh, my magnet doesn't feel very well. Jennifer, you're freaking me out here. I didn't know I could do that. I'm still going to have a little tape. And you know what? I have to mask this off. Okay, let's mask you off. More use for the magnets. Well, that is true. I just want to make sure I'm lined up here, and I'm going to bring in the puffy heart. A little darker at the base and fade it out. But see, then they get in the way. They just hit my finger. Listen, 9 out of 10 times, 9 out of 10 Americans report that Jennifer McGuire's advice betters their lives in innumerable ways. I'm not one to, rock that boat. And I probably literally could do a study and back that up. So it's true. Okay. There we go. We're coming in here. A little darker at the base and coming up. Puffy heart is probably the prettiest pink. I tell you what, 9 out of 10 people say Cathy Zilski's a good person to talk to or text with. I'm making up stats left and right. Okay, a little darker there too. So I just want to create a tiny bit of differentiation, not on those. Those can just be there. Yeah, puffy heart well, there's a reason why I go back to colors again and again once you start using them, and puffy heart is just absolutely gorgeous. And sometimes I like to think I have a puffy heart. I definitely have a puffy midsection and possibly my back door section. I don't know what that's called. Definitely those are puffy. But you know what they say, there's more of me to love. All right, I just got a little too dark there, but that's okay. We're blending. There's just a lot of blending. A lot of blending happening. Okay. It's okay to be puffy. You're welcome. You're welcome with me anytime. And if you're not puffy, you're also welcome. We're all good. We're all here and we're all good. Okay, that looks pretty good. So again, keep that there for a second. Mind blown on the magnet thing. I mean, that's just crazy. I still might use a little tape because I'm a nervous Nelly. But we're going to do that. We're coming up. So, I'm going to place this first, Jennifer, before I go. Because I don't know. See, the thing is, I know. I just have to make sure I'm placed before I do this. Okay. Looking pretty good there. Yeah. But I don't want to get... No, see, that's going to be... It might be too high up. I think this one I can just do by holding like that too. I'm not too concerned. The thing is that these blooms, when they are done, this is what I love about stencils. They make you look fancy, and you've created something that looks so beautiful, and someone else basically did all the planning for you, and I love that. I love that. All right, I got that a little dark, so I'm going to finish that up like that. Okay? Golden. 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 Slide you off. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, super pretty. Closing that up and moving that aside. Now, see, I do like the magnets. I do like them. But I think that my poor little hands just get in the way. Let's see if I can do this properly. Okay. Cleaning it off as we go with our little bit of alcohol. And this is just isopropyl alcohol, 70%. Ah, bonjour. Bonjour, Leah. Ah, merci beaucoup. See, it's easy for me to answer in French. You just say thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, now we are coming in with stencil 3. Here's the thing too, they are all layered, and so, it's telling me where to go. But here, this one is actually so easy to use because these, once I get the centers on, these are all sort of the shaded detail parts, and I love that. So here, I still might do the upper one separately. I just want to look. Is my head in the way? No, but you are getting a great view of my top of my head. No, I think that looks really good. So I will go magnet, but see, I think my hand's going to get in the way. Jennifer, I'm going to put it magnet for now there, but I am going to do a little tape too because of the flatness. It's flat. I like the flatness. Okay. So we are going to use purple wine. Purple wine. And purple wine is dark and beautiful and rich. And I have this guy. Oh, you know what? I used my light brush for pink. Oh, Kathy. All right. Okay, I don't have these for everything, but I have them for some. I just sort of, I just use them for what I use them for. Let's put you down here. And let's bring in the purple wine, but not at the top because that one I have not fully lined up. Okay, get you in there. All right. We've blended enough with the wrong side. Now we're going to bring in our detail here. I think I'm lined up well, right onto the petals. And the other thing that's so beautiful about these inks, they really do dry back beautifully. And oh my goodness, like I said, it makes you look like you know what you're doing. And to color something like this, I know some of you love coloring. I love that for you. I wish I loved coloring. I do it sometimes, but I just don't love it. And I always feel like I never know what I'm doing when I'm coloring. Like, should I be using this color? Should I be using that color? I feel like it's always kind of a crapshoot. And that's okay too. One of the things that got me so hooked on wanting to become a card maker was literally seeing really cute creatures from Lawn Fawn and Mama Elephant. I don't know if a lot of you know that about me, but that was one of the first types of cards that I attempted because I couldn't believe that there was a company called Lawn Fawn that made such cute things. And it turns out I wasn't a great colorer. So when I get into companies like Altenew that have all these stencils that are just like set up for me, and I think this is what I was supposed to be doing. All right, so we're getting this in, and it's lovely. Now, here's the thing with orchids. For those of you who love orchids, you know, right? There are many ways you can do orchids. There are many looks you can do orchids. When you get, and I don't have the package somewhere I do. When you buy a set from Altenew, you get these guides. Not only do you get ideas for doing a card, and that's actually beautiful, the one with Grateful, but it's going to show you how to go through and pick colors and where they go on the project. And so I feel like this is really helpful. In fact, the first sample that I will show you of the bloom, I kind of went this to the best of my ability, and I swapped out these 3 pinks and this grapevine for the ones that I'm using today. But I'll show you. But this is what's so helpful if you're new. I followed this really closely, and then I did a couple more on my own in different colors. So yeah, I think we're good. And I love that you can mix it up and say, what do I want to do for this? Well, we're gonna get there. How's everyone doing out there? I have a lot of Copic markers. Someone gave me a whole bunch in the very beginning because she decided, and I wish I could remember who it was, but I can't. She decided Copic coloring wasn't for her, and so she sent me all these markers. And I'd like to say that I've made the best use possible. Look at that. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I'd like to say that I've used them to their best advantage, but that would not be true. But I certainly appreciate having them. Okay. There we go. Oh, you know what I need? I need to celebrate with just one sip. This is one of my super washed out boot mugs. Stephanie, I totally forgot. Yep, you're right. So again, here's why I love rubbing alcohol. Thank you for that. I was going to forget, and now I don't forget. Is because it dries instantly. Oh, that's a magnet. And let's just do the magnets for this one. Thank you. Almost missed it. See, forest for the trees. Okay, now we do that. There we go. Lovely. Okay. Almost missed it. Okay, Thank you. Thank you, Annabelle. I appreciate that. You know, sometimes I teach classes for various companies, places like Altenew, places like Scrapbooking Cards Today, places like Jennifer and Christina's online card classes. And this is what's different about when I go live is that I have less of a plan. I'm going to have a plan, but it's more about, let's just have some fun and make some things. And it's not always about that perfection, which is nice because crafting, you know what? Crafting should be fun. Okay. Hey, Dana. I see my friend Dana out there. So this is number 4 and stencil 4, and stencil 4 has 4 A4 areas on the piece, and then it has another area for the stems. So there's also etchings on here that can help you line up, but I rarely look at the etchings. I just kind of just go with the flow. But here's where I'm going to do something not wild. I'm going to start out right here. And again, I'm going to, well, do I have to do that separately? I don't know. That's lining up pretty. No, come down. Let me talk to myself for a second here as I look and line. Okay, that looks pretty good. Oh, I just slipped. See, here's the thing. When your paper is small, or when your stencil doesn't really extend off very much, it takes me a second to get it going. And I'm showing this in real time. Okay, how about that? Will that hold it for a second? I'm still going to use tape. I'm a taper. I love tape. Tape is my friend. And I'm going to use Post-its here because I don't want to go outside here of the boundary. Okay, that doesn't look, you know what? I'm going to do them all in my own time. But here's what I need. I need a paper towel. Come here, Cathy. There we go. Because my little light one that I used, I accidentally dipped that into the puffy heart, and I want to go back to using the rose quartz because I want my insides to be pink as well. That sounds weird. Don't we all? Because, you know, if you were any like green wouldn't be a good inside color because something would be going way off with your blood. But here's a little hot tip. So there are little parts on this that are delicate. And in order to protect them, I'm actually going to use my little pick tool here to hold in place so that I don't slide under it, so that it doesn't move. But I want these centers to be kind of light and dreamy, like this. But this is really helpful. If you ever think, well, I don't want to glue it down, you could tack it down with a low tack adhesive. You could even use a stencil sticky spray like Pixie Spray, but I hate cleaning that stuff off. I've used it in the past, but lately, if there's a part that wants to move, I just do that. I just hold it down. And you'll know when you're working on it, right? Like some of them aren't going to have much trouble at all. Like this guy is not really going to move that much. So you just kind of use it on the ones that need it. But again, I'm trying to keep this glowy. Actually, that looks really good too. I don't want to have too much color in there. So I'm bringing my little pink around the edges. And I think I will just keep it a little glowy in the center. Because we're stamping on top of this, right? And the orchids that I was looking at, I really liked the ones that didn't have much, that were more monochromatic. Now I'm going to slide you a little. So that's what inspired this palette today. Just a little glowy there. Okay. Keep that in the center. Now, I'm also going to bring in a small amount of Puffy Heart, and I'm going to use a smaller brush for this. Okay, so this is the Puffy Heart. I don't want it to be super dark, so yeah, I'm going to come over here off the edge a bit and just kind of work my way around the edges. Again, just trying to get that little glowy look. Pretty simple. Okay. Oh, a little heavy-handed there. That's okay, because it will all blend nicely. And over here. When you have a smaller brush, you don't really have to worry as much, but I'm still going to say, I'm going to hold that right there. See how it got a little darker? Got away from me a bit, but I think that's going to be fine. We'll just go around the edges. Love these micro brushes too. So just a little, right? Just a little, nothing wild. And we'll just kind of go around the edges again, like that. So, yeah, I should have more good stories today, but I feel like I'm going to tell you something, and maybe you will, some of you are going to roll your eyes at this, because I know that many people love summer so much, but my daughter the other day was saying, I'm just going back over with the puffy. She was saying to me, just, you know, she needs sun. She wants to get out. She's really starting to feel stir crazy. And I thought, am I the only person in the world that just thinks, can it just be colder and can I never leave the house? I think, you know what I'm saying? I kind of love just being home. I see a question here. Do I have a preferred purple set in Altenew? I don't. I have a new one. By the way, I'm just going to do this one down here now too. I do have a new one, and the color is, gosh, they're behind me. And I'm not sure exactly what is in there. Oh, turn this way. There we go. We're getting it. Give me a little, oh, you go like that. Takes me a second to line everything up. If I remember at the end, I will show you. All right, here we're going to magnet, and we're going to just, you know, just post it just to keep it safe. Let's do that rose quartz again. I don't think that's going to move much. No, that's good. A little glowy on the outside. Like that. There's like a, I don't have labels on them yet. I can tell you that, but they're really pretty. And I think I used them last weekend when I did my cropping squares video, which I did link in my description for you today, because I know some people did not see that. And I will be using, maybe that's it. There's a wisteria and hydrangea. Yes, Roberta. That's the one that I love. And it's beautiful. Okay, let's go up here. I'm trying not to get ink on anything because I'm starting to get a little carried away. All right, hold it right there. This is a good idea, Jennifer. You're not just, you don't just make things up. I appreciate that. Okay. So a little pink in there, and I'm going to bring in a little bit of this. I think I'm getting ink all over my sleeve, and that's okay. That's why we craft in black. So I just want those to be a little glowy, a little pink, like that. Okay? And look at that. Isn't that pretty? Woo. I made that. Okay. Let us move you aside and you, because now I need to use the green parts, okay? We've got some green parts here, and I'm going to, this is very monochromatic. I do enjoy the monochrome tones, but, Google pink orchids, and there's a lot of them that don't have like a yellow petal coming out, whatever that part of the flower is called. I should know this, but again, I'm not the orchid expert. Okay. Yes, Andrea, I know, work getting in the way. See, this is a bonus for me because this is my job. And so, but look at that. Is that just coming together? It's coming together. Now, again, is this a fast process? Well, it's not like horribly slow. I'm using the other side of this stencil to do my greens. But it's actually pretty relaxing. Once I figured out this stencil set, magnets, and how it worked, it was really fun to try some different combos and just do some blending. But yeah, Jennifer, I would have never thought to do that, but it really does. And of course, you know what? When your stencil goes off the edge, it's going to hold it in place. All right, this is Mossy Meadow, and I'm not doing anything fancy other than just one color of green. Okay, so we're going to pick you up, the Mossy Meadow, and bring this on. These brushes too have also been something that I've really enjoyed discovering and using in late 2024 and into the new year, because I did not have these prior. I bought a bunch of them and I'm like, oh, I missed a part too. I got to do that part. And I love them. I really do. They're very nice for small areas, but also for some larger areas. That's what's kind of surprised me is like, I use these on a whole thing. I don't feel the need to go with the big brushes because this just kind of gives you what you need. All right, just a little, right? Maybe darker in some areas. Just getting that. There's a little part for this guy that I need to put. Oh, that's in the next stencil. Okay. So, oh, yep, lift. I can't dig. Don't dig. Jewels, not tools. And there's the stems. So nice. Okay. I'm sorry if I missed some of the chat because I gotta keep working. I gotta keep working. They just make me work here so hard. Just kidding. So fun. I was in the chat before the live started, and sometimes I'm ready at 11:30, and I just kind of sit and look at the chat, and I think about, you know, well, now what do I do? Because I'm ready to go. And, well, yeah, there you go. Okay, so now we have another stencil. So this is stencil 5. And again, it's also divided. So we're going to be doing some centers and some extra parts of the flower that I had missed before. Well, I didn't miss them but here I'm going to keep this really simple. I'm going to use Warm Sunshine and Snapdragon for a little warmth to go with the pinks. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. She cuts it and makes 2 separate ones. Amanda, Jennifer, she's a little rebel. She's a rebel with a cause. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, wait, let's get, what's on here? Okay, I need to start here. Oh, there we go. We're coming off. See, this is what's nice. When the stencils start to get where they angle out, then you can start sticking them to your sticky mat if you use a sticky mat. Now again, I may have to adjust this, but I think it looks pretty, yeah, okay, we're gonna do one at a time. Okay, I'm just gonna stick that there. That's what I love about the mat. So whether you do, if you don't, then you don't need the magnet. Let's take, now here I could use a micro brush. Oh, hey Betsy, glad you're here, but I'm not going to, I'm just gonna mask. Right there, like that. I'm going to take my yellow brush. I'm going to take a little bit of Warm Sunshine, and we're just going to put this on first. I'm going to go over it with orange, but I want to get that in place first. And actually, that one looks, these all look pretty good. Let's get Warm Sunshine. Kind of want it to be darker on the little, those aren't feet, but you know what I mean? I don't know what those are called. Oh, yep. Oh, number 2. Let's get you in here like that. Nice and warm and glowy. And actually, now I can take these off. And lift you up. And we'll just kind of shift it to make sure we are exactly where we want to be. There we go. Yep. Oh, that looks good there too. Tap, tap. Oh. Warm Sunshine. So, you know, there's a build time, right? You gotta take your time. You gotta focus and achieve. And that's what we're doing. Okay. Nice and glowy. Yeah, it's good. Okay. Yes, indeed. Thank you for being here with me today. Friends from afar and wide. Now you go here. And tap it down. Sometimes I do get less chatty when I'm concentrating. I just don't want to make a mistake. You know what I mean? It's okay though. Oh yeah, Kath, what's that? Don't get in there. Oh boy, did I do that already? It's gonna be fine. I just really like how this blend is all looking. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to one more color, and that is going to be our orange. Okay. It's good to see familiar faces. I see Kay out there. I see KC in California out there. Let's try this. Okay, there we go. Okay. I have been having some soreness in my thumb for a while. I am afraid that I might be succumbing to a little bit of the age-induced arthritis. It's not bad, but it's definitely there, and it's not in my wrist. I'm like, oh, man, I'm falling apart. Sort of. Stamens, thank you. Hey, Melanie, welcome. We like new people. We like old people. We like medium-ranged people. A lot of people. Okay, now, oh, that's not quite dry. That's the nice thing too. It does dry so quickly. So the only thing we have to add left is these centers. It almost sounded like I was going to say the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Did I miss a bottom left? I'm coming back, and then I'm going to get that too. So don't worry. It's all in this guy. So actually, before I stick this down, what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, because these guys, see how they line up and fill in all the parts? Oh, that looks really good there and there. Yeah, I still might do this one separate and move my stencil to match. We're almost there. All right. Snapdragon, we need orange. Okay. All right. And orange. I just want that to be nice and kind of thick and orangey. And now let's line these guys back up. This over here, though, does need to be a not orange. So I'm going to put a Post-it over this so I don't accidentally just get wild and say, let's make them all orange. No, Kathy, no. And by the way, this is Snapdragon. Getting over there. I feel pretty good about this right now. I think it's looking pretty good. And yes, Amy, I see you answering that question. Thank you. Because I know exactly what you're talking about. How sometimes you can be dropping those colors on with the black and then they look kind of greenish. I think you have to try to not add more water. I don't know. You know, I use dye inks a lot to do that. I don't know if I'm going to spatter today. I might, though. Oh, don't go up there, Kathy. You know what you're doing now. Okay, one more thing to add, and that is this little friend right there. I'm going to cover you. We're almost done with our bloom. And yeah, I really like this. Okay, I think I will take the darker color here, the purple wine, and come in here. So I'm still learning all my Altenew colors. And again, I mentioned that I've used this purple or the pink combos a lot because I love them. And I love the way they dry back. That's that. Bada bing. Did you know I missed putting the darker pink on the bottom flower? Wait, did I? Okay, I'll add that. I think I did miss it. Let's see. Which one? Which one did I miss? Darker, 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 darker. Did I miss one? Help me out. Because I don't. Darker pink on the bottom right. This one? I thought I did do that. Did I not do that? Are we good? I'm looking. I think I'm good. I did miss it. Oh, thank you for that comment. I mean, I did it earlier, and yes, you reminded me, so I think I'm good. Now we're going to stamp. This is going to be great. You guys are so lucky. Now, because this ink is so black, I don't need to restamp on it. You know how you do that sometimes when you've stenciled? I will say this. That is something that I really love about Obsidian pigment ink. Unlike a dye ink, which I love my dye inks too. I stamp with dye inks all the time, especially black. But the reason I love it is because it's still so black and rich. It doesn't need to be restamped. Okay, so let's come in here. I got to start moving some things around. We're going to lift this up. So here's our little friend. Ah. Also, I didn't mention, but I did this on 110-pound cardstock because I thought, I think that'll look good. But yes, Obsidian is amazing. So this isn't really that dirty, so I'm going to put it behind me. and we'll put you away later, I think. Right? Can I do that? Now you're just seeing my bun. I hope you're enjoying that. Okay. That was the back of my head. Okay. How's everyone doing out there? We good? How many of you are at lunch right now? How many of you are having lunch? How many of you are eating lunch? Let me know. How many of you are sneaking away from work where people, you know, just tell them it's a professional team building exercise that you're doing. Okay. We need to stamp the detail on the orchids. Now, here's the thing. You know they have that kind of funky look to them, right? You could leave this blank too. Like if you just like the simple look of it, it's totally, that's the beauty of these kinds of flowers, is that you can do, well, as my friend Tim Holt says, you can do you. Okay. I need to get some, what do you call it? I put tape on my, or actually, I don't know if you can see that. They also stick to your magnets. So this is another reason these big magnets are great, because you can put your tool on it and that way it doesn't run around. Oh, Steph's home from work sick. That's no fun. I mean, it's no fun to be sick. Okay, I am going to keep purple wine out because that's what I'm going to stamp my detail in. So let's put these inks away. You guys go back here. Have I mentioned how much I love having a table behind me? That was the best purchase I made. That was one of the best purchases I made last year. Right at the end of the year. Okay. We're going to get you, oh, magnet, get up there. Oh, there's a lot of things happening right now. Okay. Stamp wheel. There we go. All right, let's take this off, because I'm not going to restamp it because I don't need to do that. It looks great. But what we're going to do is we're going to stamp all the beautiful detail onto the light glowy petals. And I'm going to keep my acetate sheet out to help guide me. And let's just get you right back on the sheet. I probably could do a better cleaning of this, but you know what? I'm going to do that later. Yeah. Okay. So we have these guys and these guys. Now, if you look on the packaging, I can do them all at once, which is beautiful, but I'm going to make sure that I test it first, okay? Because once you go to all this beautiful work, and you don't want to mess it up, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to place this down first, and these are all joined together, okay? Which is kind of cool. So you focus on, let's see, I'm going to look here, kind of move it up, move it over. I think I'm just going to get this one positioned first. I'm going to pick it up with my door, my wheel, okay? There's that. Place it over here. Then I'll show you this on the chart because it is helpful. It was helpful to me. This is where you can say, okay, this guy here, the top is A7 and the bottom is A9. So when you look on your sheet, on the index sheet, they are also labeled. So here we have A7 and over here we have A9, and I've already forgotten. A7's at the top. So that will help you place them where they need to go. Okay, so that guy goes about there. And A9 goes over here on this little guy. All right. So if I get these all good, I can stamp them all at once, which is kind of nice. Okay. Also, I don't have any markings on my stamp wheel door except the little circle. There you go. And that's my orientation that tells me I'm at the top. I have seen folks who do a lot more creative things by putting like little dots and stuff. But I kind of feel like this is good for me. Now, let's get fancy. There it is. And let's pop this in. And actually, I don't want this to slip. I know, I'm a over adheser. I'm just going to practice stamp on here to make sure that I have it in the right place. It doesn't really matter a ton. Yes, there you go, Amanda. That's exactly what I'm doing. I've got the acetate in there. And that way we can just see, are we good enough? Are we good to go? Because, you know, I've spent, oh my gosh, it's been almost an hour. I've spent almost an hour coloring this, and now we're going to flip it. and we're going to stamp it down, and we're just going to see how does it look. I think that looks great. I don't think I'm going to, I could adjust that one a little, but you know what? This is not meant to be the most perfect thing of all time. So let's take out our acetate. Let's wipe it off so we don't forget. Okay, let me go over there. And let's stamp it down. Okay, now I got to come back in, hole at the bottom. There we go. Re-ink. See, I really like this, and I will show you one that I did where I did yellow on the inside for the little parts coming down, and I didn't love it. I didn't love it. Okay, and now we come here and transfer our ink. Yes, thank you. Beth just posted, if you want the card that I'm making today, I do give my cards away. I have a couple I have to mail out today, and actually one of them that I'm sending isn't, oh, see how good that looks? Isn't that pretty? Now I'm going to stamp it twice. Well, I like that kind of stampy look that it has, but I think I'm going to give it one more quick tap. Okay. Does Altenew have a storage pocket for the complete bundle Flutter and Bloom? Ooh, I'm going to pose that question to Mitzi. I know the Altenew pockets are great. I have a bunch of them, and they're big and they're thick and they're wonderful. All right, so we're coming in and we're just going to do that. And that, my friends, is my orchid. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm not pressing it too hard because I still want it to have a bit of blotchy, stampy look. You know what I mean? I didn't want it to look solid. And you can keep stamping it to make it solid, but nope, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Woo, so good. Okay, now I think I have a couple things because I'm going to do a greeting on here, and I'm going to put these back on my thing. You go there, you go here. See, we haven't even pulled out the crop in squares yet, so I get it if you have to go. It's going to be a little longer live than some. For those of you who are just joining, while I get cleaned up here, I wanted to remind you what my promotion is with Altenew. They have generously offered a free gift with purchase, and all the details are here in the graphic. I also have all the information in my YouTube description and over on my blog post. So if you want to get your hands on any Altenew products today, if you spend $79 or more, if you use my code, you will get a pack of the double-sided adhesive sheets. They are great. I'm going to use some today. But I think right now, before I cut this, I'm going to set this aside because I want to stamp a greeting. Now, I want to show you what I have here. I stamped this already using the obsidian ink, but I kind of wanted to do one in gold as well. So I've got some scraps of paper somewhere. I don't know if this really is a scrap. Oh gosh, I just realized I have another whole plan for this. That's it's kind of crazy, but I've got to go with it. So I'm going to bring out the same Sending Hugs. I want to have a gold option because gold might be perfect with this. And so I'm going to pop it there. I'm just going to pick this up with the center. Yeah, there you go. Nope, don't do that, Kathy. Don't do something you don't normally do. Okay. And then I'm going to powder this up. Okay. And we are going to add a little embossing powder. Now, I do have an Altenew powder. This is antique gold. It's a really nice, warm, pretty gold. And I have their embossing ink, which I also really like. So let's come here. And did I do that right? Yes, I did. I'm going to add some embossing ink. Ouch. Come on. I know you're new and fresh. All right. So I just wanted to have an option to show you. And then we're gonna be doing some cutting of things, and it's gonna be fun. How do you use those? Yeah, I'm gonna show you, Joan, because I'm gonna use those sheets to make my layers because I think it will be fun to show you that. And here's the thing, it's a really clean adhesive. that doesn't ooze, that doesn't do wonky things. But here, I am going to heat emboss this. So let me grab my little folded piece of paper. Okay. Okay. This little guy here. And I'm going to pick this. Well, I guess I'll just go like that. Oh, look, I can see it. Flip it. And we're going to get this out of the way for now. I will clean you later. I'm running out of places to put things. Okay. Now I'm going to add my gold powder and we will melt the powder. Okay. Let's go. Sprinkle. Oh, I was handling this. Oh no, that looks pretty good. All right. I think it's good. Okay. Oh, get it. There you go. That looks great. All right, let's melt this, and then we have two choices. And that's where I'm going to bring in some of the double-sided adhesive to show. Oh, Cathy. Oh my gosh, where's my Swiffer cloth? I don't, do I have one? Yes, I do. Well, that's what happens when you get a little too excited. We knew you well. Gosh, you gotta just, the other day I did spill an entire tub of embossing powder and there was just no way to scoop it up without contaminating it. Yeah, thank you, Mario. Oh, that's a big ope. But you know what? We're gonna be okay. Now here I am gonna use my Wagner because this gets hotter. So let me warm it up and then we'll melt the powder. I'll take a sip while I'm doing that. So good. Oh, I love my flour. Oh, look at me being like you. Listen. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. All right. Okay, we have this. Now, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna grab some adhesive. So I keep mine in like just a little sleeve, and I keep it where I keep, what else do I keep over there? Where I keep like my acetates and stuff. But these are the sheets, and now I'm gonna cut some because I wanna make sure. See, I never throw away, obviously, any of it. You want to make sure you use it to the max ability. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some for the back here, but I don't want to waste. We'll see. Oh, this will be perfect. Okay. Now, we are going to add to the back. Well, let me grab my little trimmer. Do I have a little trimmer? I have a little trimmer. I have so many supplies. It's kind of crazy. I would like this to go all the way to there, okay? Okay, so that's for the back here. And then this guy, I would like that. Yeah, I mean, you never know when you could squeeze in another piece, but I'm going to trim it down a little. And this is good. Oh, I wonder what that was. Huh. It's something on the back. Actually, that's a little too much. Laura Basson! Laura, she's my friend and she lives in Minnesota. Laura, are you dying? Because it's cold. I just need to know, Laura, did it get this cold in your old state of Illinois? I've been worried about you. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say where she lives. I don't want to give it away, but I've had many people ask if Laura and I are ever going to do anything. Number one, are we ever going to meet? Yes, we are. It's going to happen. Yeah, we got to do a live, Laura. We should do it. We should pick a time and pick a place. All right, I'll stop talking and focus on the thing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to release the hounds and put it on the back, okay? Because this is how the adhesive works. And yes, if you don't know Laura, and I know you do, but if you don't, you're missing out. Beth, remind me to update with Laura's channel because Laura's a beautiful human on the planet. She's my soul sister from another mister. Okay, so now I have released one side. This is sticky. And what I'm going to do is place this on the back because basically, oh gosh, I guess I was a little wide, but what we're doing is we're creating stickers out of our die cuts. It's just so cool. All right, go like that, go like that. Now, I'm going to take my bone folder here and just sort of burnish it down. This is, I think this is going to turn into a long live because it's already 1:05 and I still have many things to do. Set there, okay? And here. I don't know if I want to use black or this color. But yeah, Laura, are you freezing up there? I don't know, man. Amy, we could do a live too. You know we could. Maybe on a Sunday you can invite me in. There's no football. Okay. We're going to do this. Amy and I actually traded cards to do that series that I was doing. Remember that? We traded cards to do Knock It Off, but both of us have been so busy. It hasn't worked out, but maybe it will eventually. Okay. I'm actually just going to cut a little bit off the edge. I don't need to, but you know, I'm a stickler. Okay. And it's very sticky. So, we're going to cut these out in a second. Let's get the dies. There's so much going on right now. Okay, so first things first, here's our little die on the sheet. These are the coordinating dies for the alluring orchids. You go back here, okay? Yes, and you go here. So let's do this and make stickers. We're adding adhesive. That's what we're doing. Now, when I am using the Altenew double-sided adhesive, I do keep my shim in here because I want to get a nice clean cut because this is heavy cardstock. I don't know why I decided to do all my greetings on 110. It is what it is, okay? So, oh, let's try doing it right side up. Now, I do need to tape this because it's thick cardstock. Sometimes it does not want to go. There I am looking down, looking up, looking down, looking up, looking down. Sometimes it's easier to look on the monitor than it is to look on my table. I'm going to give that a go. Okay. Oh, but I'm a little, no, I think. There we go. Laura, do you say "ope" yet? Do you say "ope"? I hope so. Okay. Let's cut this out. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to turn on the die cut cam. There she is, Miss America. Run it through. Okay. Ah, magnets. Okay. All right. Now, come back to the table. There we go. Oh, now here's what, did it cut through? It does look like it did. All right, let's pop and lock. Now, here's the beautiful thing. I have adhesive on the back when I'm ready for it. This is a beautiful moment. Look at that good cut. So here's what we're going to do while we're here. We're going to get more layers. We're going to get some more layers because whatever color I go with, right, we're going to do that. Let's go back to the die cut cam. It's so exciting over here. Go through. I put a new light in the corner to cast more light in the dark corners of my studio. Jill, what's in that coffee? Do you remember that the SNL commercials where they were like doing like Cheerio, honey Cheerios or something? The hair dye. Now with crack cocaine. Now that I said that, they're probably going to change the monetization of my channel, but you know the sketch I'm talking about. No, there's nothing in my coffee except good old American caffeine. Okay, and it's probably not, no, it's not American caffeine. It's just caffeine. So I'm going to keep cutting a few of these because as you see here, we're putting adhesive on the back. And I personally do love, pop it through. I love to build up adhesive, obviously. Now I'm going to need one layer. Well, no, because then I could glue it on. Thinking about that. I'm going to do a few because I want to have a certain amount of dimension and I don't want to waste this adhesive. Okay. Okay. Laura, have you not done this with the double-sided? It's pretty slick, and it is a great product. All right, let's look one more time as we cut this out. So the double-sided adhesive can be really nice for very detailed dies too, if you don't want to like spend all your time, you know, adding the layers and whatnot. So these, and here's the thing, if I'm smart, and I am, I will cut this like this, and I will stick this into the pocket because it could be used for another die cut if it were a small one. So that goes with the pocket. And now let's cut this out too, because we may go with the black one. I haven't decided yet. Oh, it's nice to see that they say open Kansas too. It's, you know, it's just a good, oh, that's holding that in place really nicely. Oh, let's look up here. I do think it's better for me to look on the monitor because that's the bird's eye view. I love a bird's eye view for, oh no, I'm doing a terrible job. Okay, my head's gonna get right over the top here. Sometimes the decision is made based on how well I cut something out. Oh, I don't think I put glue on this one, did I? Yes, I did. Okay, sorry. Oh, Barbara Brandt wants to know, do I ever use liquid glue? Barbara, I use it 90% of the time. I'm very much a liquid glue user, so yes, I do. But sometimes I like the speed that this has. And these are not as hard to line up as you would think. So let's go one more cut. I'll go through this way this time. I'm an equal opportunity directional. Okay, and here's the thing too. If I wanted to, and I may show you this today, you can still put a tiny bit of liquid glue on the back to get, oh, that's fantastic. And again, you save that piece if you have something small, especially like if I was doing a sentiment strip, which I might. Okay, while we're here, I feel like I'm gonna need a bathroom break. Okay, we're going to cut this friend out. And lucky me, it's gonna fit right on the piece. So grab the die and we're gonna place this down. This is also pretty easy to cut. I've cut a few and we're just gonna get it lined up the best of our ability and do this. I have another thing I'm doing, so this is getting a little wild, but are you fine? You guys can come and go. You can come and go as you please. That looks really good. All right, let's cut it. Kimberly Green just subscribed to Laura's channel, and I'm going to tell you, you are not going to regret it ever in the history of your life. Laura was one of the first card makers I watched when I started making cards, and I think she was, oh, I mean, come on. She was a person that kind of inspired me to just be myself and not try to be too professional, and I say that with so much love because Laura's just fun. She's just fun. Okay. Now, before I move on, I wanted to show you, this is one that I did with yellows, okay? That is a kind of a different look, but I like the pinks better. So I'm just gonna go with that one. But I do have an idea, and it does involve another tool and another product. Let me tell you something, okay? Nobody has to have all the things. Some of us have all the things because we work in this beautiful industry and it's super awesome and fun. And one of the things that I do not use enough is a better press. And I do think it's really, really cool. And I want to show you what I have. Okay. Where did I put it? Okay, here it is. Okay. I have a plate that is really cool. And this is called the Essential Textures Stone Wall Press Plate. Now, the cool thing about press plates is you can use them with any ink you have. And it's going to give you an interesting look. So I'm going to put those in there for now. Just set those aside. And I'm going to press plate this into this cardstock. This cardstock is this the lighter weight one that I have? No. This cardstock is 80 pound because I don't want to do, wait, people are telling me that I missed petals. Did I? Did I? Wait, Deborah, you might be watching on catch up, so we're all good. Okay. I love this design of this press plate. It's really cool. And so I want to show you this because you don't have to use the cotton cardstock. I guess it doesn't really matter which way it go. You can really use any paper you have. Now, granted, the cotton cardstock that Spellbinders sells is really cool, but this is going to work too. So I'm going to show you this because I'm taking I'm doing a full sheet because I'm going to trim it down. And I didn't want my tape to get in the way. So we're going to go you up here, probably good enough. You can do it on any that you have. I guess that's the point that I'm trying to make poorly. And I'm going to use rose quartz, okay? So let me find, oh my goodness. Okay. I have a machine. This is, I keep 2 die cut machines under my desk. I have my Spellbinders Platinum 6 that I'm holding awkwardly. And I have my Gina K Designs Intercut, which you can also use with the Spellbinders. But here's what we're going to do. Let's get you here. Top, right, bottom petal that was missed. Top, right, bottom. Oh, it's fine. I think it's good. I think it's fine. It's all going to work out. I love you all. Maybe I will look at that. But this is what happens when I'm live sometimes. I don't always have the time to go back. And it's just, okay, well, wait, I'll double check. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our, whatever this thing is called, the platen. Is this the platen? And I'm going to put one more piece of tape so it doesn't dip down. And here's the beautiful thing. This ink is not necessarily designed to be press plate ink, but it doesn't matter. It's going to work. So you want to do sort of a twisty, turny, twisty, twist and press, right? We're inking up the plate. See, when you give me too much time on the weekend, I start to come up with different ideas. It's like I'm Jennifer McGuire or something. I love you, Jennifer. I know you know that. So we're just adding this rose quartz because I want a very delicate, neutral background panel for my card. But it's gonna look great. So I'm gonna slide this in and we'll just gently run it through. Yeah, the fresh dye inks work great. Going like that, going like that, going like that. Thank you, Cathy Crowley. I like your name. Okay, now we'll fold up. We have faith that it worked. There we go. And I will show you what it looks like. Isn't this pretty? It's so pretty. It's just a little brick wall. And it's got a tiny bit of texture. Not a lot, because this isn't that cotton paper that really holds the texture. But it's so great. This just wipes right off because it's water-based ink, so we don't have to worry about this. And now we have a panel for our card. So I'm going to worry about cleaning all this stuff later. And this guy I'm going to cut. Okay. But you know what? I think I have to cut it with my big friend because I am terrible at trimming panels. I don't have a panel die that's this size, but I want to make this 5.5 by 4.25. And that's the reason I did it. I've got too much tape on the lighter weight is so that it didn't make too much heft here. So let's get up here. Here we go. Nose is running. We're settled in. I'm going to cut this here first. I'm going to cut it at the bottom. And now I'm going to go 4.25 like that. Yeah, that looks good. 4.25. by 5.5. That way I have, did I get it? Did I get that? Oh, Kathy, I think you got it right on the end. Oh, shoot. I don't think well, let's see what it looks like. 5.5. I may have to cut it down. No, that's not bad. Okay, I think I trimmed a little too, I was a little too overzealous. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay. So, now we're going to make a card base. I think, see, now I think I'm going to have to trim it a little smaller because I'm not quite where I want it to be. Oh, guess what? I have a backup. Another one. This is so great. I did one just to see if it worked. And guess what? We're doing it again. Okay, so here we go. We're going to come right here to the edge like that. Yep. All right, whoever gets this is getting the most sturdy card in the history of cards, but this is going to make me happier. Yep, and 5.5. There we go. See, that's more at the top. Okay. Good. Keeping it real. Well, Cathy spread sunshine. Gosh, I hope, because you know what? This just went a little, I mean, it doesn't, I like the lightweightness of it. I'm going to think about this. So let's make our card base. I need a bone folder. I'm going to use this one to make the score line at 5.5. Okay, so we're going in like that. And yes, I am using my Altenew scorer thing today, which I haven't used a ton because I have it off to the side and I never pull it out. And I should, because it's nice because it's so big. And here, we're just going to give that a nice press down with the bone folder that has the thing with the deal. All right, nice and flat. Now, we're going to tape it closed. Yeah, okay, here we go. So, how are we doing out there? We still have people watching. You guys are great. Thank you for being here today. By the way, this little guy that I learned about from Ralph Tyndall, because he always stamps his down, it's just from a place called rubberstamps.com. It's just like a business stamp. And the reason I like it is because, see, this is going to be the heaviest card known. Oh, that's going to be perfect, though. Well, okay. Hold on a second. Let me get my guy back out. It's just a really nice all-purpose. And now here, I do need tape runner, but I think, let's see here. Oh my goodness. Come here. Oh, do I have any left? I might. I also have, see, I have all the adhesives. But you know what? Oh, I'm out. Oh, shoot. Okay. Sorry, Mitzi, I didn't have the Altenew. We like to feature the products that we're working with. So I'll just use this dot runner. I think I have some backup in my somewhere. So all I'm doing here is just adding this panel directly to my card, right? To give it the goodness. All right, well, I appreciate you. Yeah, Beth, I'm keeping you here a little long today, so I apologize if you had anything else to do. And we're just gonna put it right into the corner because that's my favorite way to line things up quickly. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. Now it is time to come up with our design. So we have this beautiful thing. We have this beautiful guy. So yeah, I think honestly the stencil doesn't go much further into that, so I'm leaving it because I think it's lovely. But see, here's the thing. I saw in this a really cool crop. Like look at how cool that is. The way it's coming across like that. I mean, that's beautiful too. So this is why having a cropping tool, these, by the way, you print yourself and then you can take dies that you have that coordinate with the sizes and you can, oh, I didn't do the one for the full size. Okay, that was not smart, but whatever. I'll make one more eventually. So let's imagine that this is going to help us figure out our crop. Okay. And the reason these are helpful is they really do let you isolate, right? And not say, okay, what do I really want here? How much of this card do I want on here? Or the flower? Oh my gosh, it's so hard to crop away some of it because it's so beautiful. But I do think that the piece coming, oh, hold on. This coming across is really pretty, because then what we need to look at is a greeting. And now I think I need some gold spatter. I actually kind of like this idea of going across like this. Now, the question is, do I want to pop this up? I don't think I do. Initially, I was thinking that I that I would want to, but I actually think I like this idea of it coming across, and maybe too, we're getting clear there and right here, and then sending hugs is going to be in the lower part. I think it's really pretty. So let's see if I can remember this before. I am going to use liquid glue for this because it's going to save me time. Now, you could pop this up too. I just think that for me to do this effectively, I should just, not do that. We're just going to put a little all on here. Just enough to hold it, and it will hold it. Okay. Get it right to the edges. And if I get any glue on my table, this will be fine too, because I can just clean it off. And then, oh, I got some glue on my flower. I'm just going to press this right here and wipe that down. Okay, like that. Now, you could have also done the adhesive on this too. You could have die cut it and turned that into a sticker, but I will show you now how these work. I think gold is definitely the way to go on this, although I don't know. And there will be boobs. That sounds wrong. What do you think? Do you think black? Gosh, that black is popping. Or gold? Oh, I could use that inside. Look at you, Vicky. You're always thinking. All right, I want you guys to think about this really quick. I'm going to grab one thing from the other room, and the other room is the bathroom. So look at those and tell me what you think. I'll give you 30 seconds. All right, I'm looking. I'm trying to see what you guys got. Gold, black, gold, black, gold, black, black, gold, black. Okay, there's a lot of choices here because it makes a difference based on spatter, See, okay, and that, Melissa, I like the cut of your jib there. The reason is because it is really nice. It's really nice with the black outline. And that is also thinking about repetition. So I'm going to save this. I'm not getting rid of that because that could go onto another card. But here, now, I want to show you how lovely this is. And again, I'm just putting that there for a second. To build up our dimension now, we just release the hounds, and I have to do this with a, and I forgot the spatter. I don't think I want to spatter on, okay. See how we go like that? Now, that is a sticker. And that is the beautiful thing about this. You just line it up right on here. Make that sound effect, and we just doubled up our die cut. And we can do it again because we've got this. I'm still going to add some gold beads to this, I think. Like I could. You'll see, it'll look nice. And yeah, I will try to cut so that that flower doesn't get ruined. What am I channeling my inner Amy or Savvy today? Okay, and then we're just gonna line that up. Fits in like a puzzle piece. And just like that, I have 3 layers glued together. Not hard to line up. And see how thick that is? Ooh, I love it. Okay. This is next level. So we're gonna set this aside for another day. Now this, see, I feel like that's not going to need to be popped up, or will it? You know what? I think I am going to want to pop this up. So here's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to take a layer. Maybe this is big enough. Let's see. Is this the same die? Sending hugs. Yep. I'm going to do a layer that has no stick on it. Okay. I'm going to cut this out really quickly. Well, do you think this, here's a question. Do you think the spatter would look good on the flower because I glued it without thinking? Like, oh gosh, that's not working at all. Come here now. You know what I could do? I could kind of cover up the, oh, I have an idea. I have an idea. I just came up with this. Is going to be great. I'm going to add some black ink. Oh, skip the spatter this week. Okay. Yes, Julie, that's what I was going to do. I was just going to take one that I had already done and layer it over. But you know what? I don't think it needs the spatter. I think I can actually skip it this week. Because, you know. Okay, I want this one layer cut. And this also, by the way, this is just 80 pound, so it's not going to add too much more thickness. Okay, wait, don't skip the spatter. You guys are killing me. Okay, we're just going to put this on because then I can pop this up with foam tape, okay? Oh, black boobs. I may have some. Ooh, okay, let's cut this first. So, bringing this in. Boy, this is going to be a big mess here in my room is such a mess right now. You all have many opinions about the spatter. I mean, here's the thing. I do like the spattering, and I was thinking initially that it was going to be gold. So I'm kind of surprised that I didn't go in that direction, but sometimes when you see that, when you see how good, all right, let's get it lined up right there on the edge. When you see how good it looks with just black, it's kind of shocking, okay? So there's a flower that I could use on the inside. We'll see. We'll see. Never say never. Ever. Okay. And commit. Yes. Isn't that pretty? Woo, love it. Okay. Now, I think if I did do this, well, we'll see. Amy, you're going to be so proud of me right now. Okay, now I want this to be here because that is just such a nice little gathering. You know what I wish I had? Let me look through my stash. I swear to you, I could be wrong, but I thought I had some Altenew. Oh, I'm looking. I don't. Do I? I'm looking through stashes right now, friends. Just hold tight. Oh, my goodness. Well, I mean, I don't have any black dots. I thought I might, but I don't see any here. Oh, well, I mean, I have some. Okay, hold on. So, first things first. Can I show you this? Okay. These are so great. Okay. You know I love Altenew foam tape. Well, they came out with new ones. This one is an inch wide. Then they have these little skinny ones like that, and they're different depths. Like one is 1/8, one is 1/16, and I think I'm gonna christen this right here. Yeah, I wish I had those ones that Gina has, but I only have I have some from Spellbinders. We'll see what they look like because I don't have any pearls in black. I should order some from Gina. This is the longest, officially the longest live stream I've done this year. And in last year, I never go this long. But here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this. Let's find the opening. Feel it. Believe. See, this is nice because it's a 1/16, so it's not going to do too much. And wait, here. It'll have a little, oh, it smells good. think adhesive is my favorite thing in the world. Look at how little they are. Thanks, Marcy. I'm having a good time with me too. See, that way, just like that. Just like that. I think that's really cute. This is so cool. Here's another example, talking about design, of visual tension. And that is just the act of something feeling sort of expansive because you're like, where's the rest of the flowers? You know, where'd they go? Well, we cut them off, and this creates a very engaging design. So, yes, Meandra, this is like an after party. It's kind of funny. Okay, I will get my good tweezers that don't have glue on them. And I will add a little bit of liquid glue here because that's the thing. Oh, there you go. So this is, most of the time, if I'm using foam squares, I always use liquid glue for placement so that I just, so that I have a little time. So I can think and I can place and I can be where I want to be. But I really do like that placement of the greeting there. Ooh! Okay, I do have some black boops. They aren't Alta New, but I will be sure to link both the Alta New ones as well. And I'll see if this works on the inside. We'll see. That could be really cute, actually. But let's put the boops on first. This is all I have. I have a little pack. And I guess I could take my pick. Where did you go, Craft Pick? The thing that's nice about enamel boops is that if you don't love the way they look, you don't have to commit to them fully. All right, where did you go? I have lost my Craft Pick. It was magnetized, and now I don't see it in this room. Okay. Can anyone see it? Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, yeah, I see the lid. I think we got magnetized. All right, I'm going to have to pull out this friend. Okay. Huh. That's so weird. Okay. Things get missing. Here we go. Now for this, again, check my Misty. Is it on my Misty? Did it get stuck? Oh, here it is. There we go. I just want to be consistent in my videos. It was stuck to a grip mat, so close enough. Now, if I don't love this, I don't have to truly commit because you can press something down and then you can say, just gently tap it there for a second. Now, then I'll just kind of come up with maybe like that. I do think the dots are kind of nice. I will commit in a little bit if I like it. Put one there. Actually, let's just imagine. It's not bad. It's not bad. What if I really don't like to space them out a whole bunch, but let's go. Okay, hold on. I'm imagining. Okay, we're gonna go like that. How about one up there? You know what, if I move this, see, this is why I love these, because you don't have to commit to the placement. You can just slide it right off, and then we can go over here. And that way there's a bit more of a cascade up. I actually think that's not good. Wait. Someone's like, no dots. You know what? I don't know. I don't love it either. Okay. See, this is why we like this, because then they come up easily. You know what? I don't love them either. I could try. Actually, let me show you this really quick. See how easy they come up? Until you press them, they don't stick. What about 3? What if I just did 3? And had that. Oh, super chat, Kelly Jubek. No dots. We could do that. Do we like 3 at all? 3's not horrible. like that. If you say no dots, I'm going to say no dots. 3 is not bad. I mean, it's not offensive. See, here's the point in the design where, oops. See, I still say oops. Where you say, well, is this really needed? That's not bad though with 3. 3's okay. But I do need to have, I think I do need to have that smaller one up on the flower though. I don't want to put it, because I want it to have a little link across. Not so many 3 is good, not on the flower. I mean, if I put it, there's not really, I mean, do you know what? I don't think any of us love the dots. Yeah. I don't think any of us love the dots. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take them off. We're going to retract the boops. And that's okay. I mean, I could throw some, no. You know what? I think it takes away from the modern pretty flower too. Now let's see if you guys think the inside of here, should I glue on the crop of the flower? Should I put it right in there? Because then how pretty is that if you open it like that? I like it at the bottom. So you know what? Do we like this? Okay. I really appreciate those of you who've stuck with me. This is crazy live. I think that's really pretty. Yeah, I don't usually do it, but you know what? This is good. I like it. So we're going to add this to the inside. And actually, well, yeah, I'll use liquid glue. Thank you for the suggestion to do this, because I normally just cascade away or throw away. I don't even know what I'm saying now because I think my blood sugar's dropping. I normally do not think to save the pieces, but I like this at the bottom. And I'm not going to stamp anything on the inside because this gives me right there on the edge, right there. It gives me the perfect space in which to write my greeting. And I always like to write a message. Now for this card, I won't be, because I'm going to be sending it to one of you. Unless you want me to write on the inside, I usually insert these little cards. I'll show you. If you ever get a card from me, I usually insert a little card and sign it to you because I never know what people want to do with the cards. But I feel really good about this inside. I think that's really pretty. And it'd be really cute to stamp this on the envelope as well. That's my finished card for today. It's almost a 2-hour live. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I think that turned out really well. Yay. Okay, so I hope this was fun. I wanted to, again, remind you of the promo. The details are in my YouTube description box and over on my blog as well. So if you are interested in checking out the Altenew special to get some free of that adhesive, do check it out. I know it's not hard to spend money at Altenew, but I'm just telling you, if you were planning on anyway, use the code and save some money. So thanks everyone for being here today. Thank you for all your feedback. I love how this turned out, and I actually want to come in and show you that detail of the background. Isn't that pretty? And it's got a little texture to it as well. So I really do like how that turned out. In terms of design review, you know, here, like I said, we have this constrained image going at a diagonal, and diagonals are always interesting on cards. They really are. We've got that great visual link, the black outline and the black greeting, white cardstock, white background. I really love how all of this came together. So let's see, going back to my face. Thanks everyone. And I'm going to actually have another video for you tomorrow. There's a fun release, so look for that tomorrow. But again, thanks for being here and giving me so much feedback. I will update my supplies as needed. I'll take some pretty pictures and post them to the community tab here as well as over on Instagram. Thanks so much for watching. If you're not a subscriber, please become one today. I would love to have you, and I will see you all back here with another card project soon. Bye! And thanks to Altenew. Bye! Thanks so much for joining me today for my live stream. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you, so hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I post. Here are a few more videos you might be interested in checking out. Thanks for watching and have a great day.